So this is a 2011 Bailey Pegasus Genoa. I'm going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van we have the hitch up, or the hitch should I say, handbrake and jockey wheel itself, and then you have your gas locker at the front of the caravan also. On the side of the van you have your storage lock, wet storage locker, so you can put wet boots etc in the side of the van, or wet clothing, and then you've got your wind down legs on either side of the van at the front also. Coming down the side you've got your gas flue for your heating and hot water system. So the flue here essentially gas exhaust, the same as what you've got on the side of your house when you've got the gas heating and hot water on. So you will need to remove this before operation. In the side of the van you've got your water pump connection. Now your water pump connection will have two cutouts either side, which I'll show you when we go inside the van in a moment, and you'll simply need to push it into the side of the van and drop one end into the aquaroll tank itself. Motor mover and wheels will torque the wheel nuts to the correct torque, and we'll demonstrate the motor mover to you while we're here on site. Grey waste pipes coming out the side of the caravan. So again, this is where your grey waste pipes come out, and that is from where the water goes in at the front of the van. It has to come out somewhere, so that is the fresh water going into grey water, so once it's been through the shower or sink. You then got your fridge vents also on the side of the caravan. At the back here you've got your toilet flush tank, so you'll need to fill this with 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid before use. Below that you've got the waste tank itself. To release the waste tank you pull up the orange handle at the bottom and pull it towards you. You've then got your orange pressure relief button on the back also. Before you use this you'll need to put 1 litre of water in here and a cap full of the blue fluid. At the back of the van on either side you've got your wind down legs, as you can see. And again, we'll demonstrate these to you when you're here on site. You've then got your battery locker, where you put your battery into. You'll need a 12mm spanner to tighten the nuts on the battery itself. And then you've got your mains power lead coming into the caravan, and you've got your motor mover power switch behind that. On the side of the van also here, you've got a 3-pin socket, so you can have mains power coming into your awning. And at the front of the van on the door side you've also got your storage locker for the front of the van, and the storage locker here is again a wet storage locker, and your barbecue gas point above that. Going inside the van, you've got your mains control power, or mains master trip switch. So as you can see, put the trip switch on and the voltage will come up on the display above, and then if I hit the light switch the lights will be on and off on the switch just there. Awning light is the light on the outside of the van. Now to fill the water system on this particular caravan, underneath the seat on the far side you'll actually find your water tank for the hot water system. So just move the cushions out of the way for a second. Seat up. And then the yellow valve that you see just here is actually the drain down valve. So to drain the water system down you'll lift that valve upright so it's pointing up towards the bottom of the seat. And if you want to fill the water system you need to make sure it's parallel with the floor, as you can see it now. So as you can see it's coming straight across the floor, otherwise it would be coming upright this way towards the bottom of the seat if you're draining the system off. Once you've connected your AC roll on the outside of the van, you come to each tap on board the caravan, and what you should do is, and in the sink is your water pump itself, or the water pump connection. So as you can see the cutouts at the bottom there that I described, push it into place and it will lock into the side of the van. To fill the water system you'll turn the tap round, open up the tap on the hot side of the water, and also the shower tap as well, so the sink in the bathroom and the sink in the kitchen. And with them all the taps open you can come to the control panel by the door, turn on the water pump, and what you'll notice is when the water system is full the water will start running continuously through the tap on each side of, on each tap. You can then shut down each tap once the water system is full and you've got water continuously running out of each tap, and this will allow you then to go to the water heating for the caravan. Now to warm the water on electric you'll come to the control panel just to the left hand side of the sink, and if you're going to warm the water on electric you'll turn this switch on and that will start warming the water on the electric side of the water heating. Above that you've got the option to run the water heating on gas. On the electric I should say is a preset temperature of 40 degrees of water temperature, and if you want to change the water temperature you can also do that by spinning the dial around to the gas here at the bottom. It will self-ignite on gas as long as the gas is turned on. And then when it is ignited, you've got a green pilot light behind here, and you can control the temperature between 30 and 70 degrees at a water temperature on the dial just here. To turn the gas supply back off, you spin it to the 0, and that will turn the hot water supply off. If you wish to use the heating on board the caravan, you can run it on gas or mains power, which isn't a problem. What you can do is you can flick the master switch on here, which will then turn the power onto the heating system on board the van. And then you can select either 500, 1000 or 2000 watts of power coming into the caravan, depending on what power supply you are on or the site you're on has. If you have 500 watts available, you'll spin the dial to 500 watts, then control the temperature of the heater on the dial in the centre here. The higher you go, or the higher number you go to on this dial here, will be the hotter the heater is itself. If you want to run the heating on gas, you can do that also by spinning the dial round just here to between 10 and 9, holding down the gas valve, and then when it ignites, it self-ignites, so when it does ignite, you'll have a pilot light in this window down the bottom here. It'll be around a 45-degree angle to the floor. Once it has ignited, we advise that you hold down the gas valve for a further 5 to 10 seconds, then slowly release the valve. You can then control the temperature on the dial on top. If you want to use the blown air heating so the heat comes out the vents around the caravan, that isn't a problem either. The dot in the centre here indicates that the heat is going to come out the front of the heater. However, the wave symbol that you see just here is continuous blown air. So now what will happen is the heat from the vent or the heating system will actually come out the vents around the caravan. You can control the fan speed on this dial on top, and so like I said, the wave symbol is continuous blown air, and if you want to put it onto automatic blown air, so it cuts in and out with the thermostat, you can put it onto the A on the right hand side, and depending on what you've got the thermostat set to on the wall or the gas supply just here, the heater will cut in and out as it is needed. The microwave that you see above the heater itself, we advise that before you travel, you actually remove the microwave plate, and I do apologise not cleared up, the microwave plate. The reason for that is if the door popped open with the microwave plate in there, it could potentially drop down to your worktop, hit your grill, hit your oven and grill on the other side, or potentially just damage parts of the van if it come out of there. So that's the microwave. Otherwise, the microwave works like your household device. Cooker, again, works like your household cooker. No difference at all there. Igniter on the front of the oven works the hob as well. Now, to control the fridge, or to turn the fridge on, you've got off at the top here. You've then got your 240 mains, so if you connect it to 240 mains power, you can run the fridge on that and control the temperature on the dial on the right hand side. If you're towing down the road and you want to use the fridge as a cool box, you can connect, once you connect the power sources from the caravan to the car, you'll be able to put the fridge on the 12 volt mode, and that will start chilling the fridge as a cool box. If you want to ignite the fridge on gas, you can do that also. You can spin the dial around to the gas symbol at the bottom here. Press in the gas or the temperature control valve on the right hand side, then hit the igniter just here. When it ignites on gas, the red line in the window just there that you can see, this little red line here, will come round into the green, and that red line is essentially your pilot light. So when that red line is in the green, as I said, the fridge will be ignited on gas. Once you have got it ignited, you'd still continue to hold the temperature valve inwards, as you can see, for a further 5 to 10 seconds to allow the thermocouple to warm up, a bit like we did with the heater on the other side. Once it's ignited and that orange line is or that red line has stayed in the green, you slowly release the gas valve and then control the temperature of the fridge on the dial just here. If you want to use the toilet, when you use the toilet facilities on board the van, you'll need to press the blue button on top for the flush system. You've got a full indicator light here to let you know when the toilet cassette is full, and you have the grey waste handle at the bottom that you'll need to open to allow the toilet waste to go in the cassette underneath the van. If you have any further questions on how the caravan operates, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.